The theorist community is sometimes way too insane for me. Like with pirates being a knight, that's just stupid. It makes no sense.
Making sense? Making sense? You want to talk about making sense? Well, Shroomba, I stumbled onto a really making sense night conspiracy over here.
With the knight being death, right?
This community is being misled like an obedient sheep, Shroomba, and I got the evidence to prove it. Check this out. Take a look at this.
Jesus Christ!
That right there is ERAM. Can we talk about ERAM? Because I really want to talk about ERAM. I'm dying to talk about ERAM with you, Shroomba. Icy. It keeps coming up over and over again. Everything about Icy and ERAM is connected in some way. The smile, the nightmare fun value event, the burning eyes OST, the Icy pizza box having burning eyes. Everything about ERAM is fucking Icy! So I say to myself, I need to make an Icy ERAM video. I gotta make the video. I'm not going to be able to sleep otherwise. So I write the script, gather the evidence, and release the video. After it goes out, I talk to some people. And what do I find out? What do I find out? There's 9 ERAM connections. ERAM and the Knight are connected. And I'm like, shit, I gotta dig a little deeper. And if the Knight is ERAM, I'm like, that makes no sense. Icy works so much better. So I consider the Knight candidate starting with Carol. And I scream to myself, Carol! Carol! I need to look up stuff on Carol to find Icy connections. And when I do the research, what do I find? There's not a single goddamn Icy connection with her. She probably doesn't even like pizza. It's not Carol. Carol isn't the Knight. So Shroomba, I needed to consider other candidates that might actually have a connection, like Noelle.
Okay, Garethon, I have to stop you right there. Not only does none of this make sense, the Knight is so obviously death, you're not going to convince me it's Icy. Jesus Christ, dude, you're actually insane.
We'll calm down, because there's one thing we do agree on.
Which is?
The Knight is still Death.
In what way?
Because Icy took Death's soul.
Icy's took Death's soul?
Yeah, so you know that one Knight theory where the Knight is actually a Darkner that took Death's soul? So who is that Darkner? The Darkner was the Icy pizza box! ERAM was the Darkner in the shelter which took Death's soul, and Mantle chose ERAM to be Icy because of the trauma that it caused Chris when it killed Death and took her soul. So when Chris and Death used the Icy pizza box to fuck with Noelle, having the pizza box have a connection to Chris, allowing for the Knight to match Chris and Knight Chris, the friend took that pizza box because Chris and Caddy summoned the demon. The demon was probably Friend, as they talk similar between the Undertale files and the vending machine in Chapter 3. Friend took the pizza box to the shelter, then led Chris and Des to the shelter. The Icy pizza box killed Des and took her soul so they can't harm the Knight, as that would be harming Des. So this allows for Des to be the one trapped in the code, as like Des is in the fucking Knight, Des is in the game. It would also allow the Knight to mimic Chris, because like the Icy pizza box is like Chris's evil self or something. It would allow the Knight to be chaotic, as Chris and Des implanted that personality onto the Icy pizza box. It just works!
Okay, if the Knight is Icy, that means nothing in the game makes sense. That means all my theories would have been for nothing! God damn it, dude! I'm actually considering my life choices!
Well, will you settle down and just consider the theory?
I am, bro.
Well, alright, fine. FOXWORTHY, can you get Shroomba a darkness on? Because he's freaking out.
Huh?
FOXWORTHY, he's the guy who took me off about Icy, right?
FOXWORTHY? Who the hell's FOXWORTHY?
You don't say Oh, shit. Where the hell did he...
You lost your mind. You lost your goddamn mind, Garethon.